for the annuities, you're talking about cross-selling after doing insurance?
I'm lazy. So, if you're looking at any, I'm in one lane. I'm in the high-speed lane. And there's a reason for the high-speed lane. I don't ever want to introduce the topic in your world for me. For one, it doesn't pay enough. Two, it's too much paperwork. If it requires more than 10 to 15 minutes of my time and it's not paying $10, $15, $20,000, it's hard. You can get spoiled. If you're used to having a banana split with the cherry and the nuts and the thing, the idea of getting a little taster cone, to me, it's just not there. So I stay in my lane. Do I pivot back and forth? No. Could I? Yeah, I mean, I could, and I have new agents that, but I would rather see a new agent go into their book of business. Don Elliott met with us in Dallas, classic example. Hey, Steve, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, great, And $500,000 later, he runs through his book of business, but he got paid handsomely from November to December. And he calls me up and we talk on the phone. Hey, Steve, I keep saying, you ready to nudge?
Yeah, I'll add to this. So we teach agents to look at their book of business, right? Just like Stephen just described, but also their existing lead system, right? There's a lot of annuities just in your final expense or Medicare leads if you just ask, and we teach that. For example, Jess last year, final expense agent, started asking about annuity. I think she wrote 12 deals last year or the year before, just strictly off of final expense leads. Okay, she found $1.2 million deal off of a final expense lead that literally threw her off his porch about final expense, but knew how to pivot and got back and won that huge deal. So the business is out there if you just ask for it and you look for it actively. And yeah, Stephen, when you're making that kind of money, why care about anything else, right?
Effort to income.
Right. Questions?
Stephen, what's the largest annuity you have ever written?
$1.2 million and paid for the motorhome and my trip to Europe. And when I did it, I said, if this goes through, now I got to tell you, this is a great story. So I get this application, 1.2 million. I mean, it's the big one. And I polish it, I hone it, I write it down, and I scan it, I check it, I scrub it, and I put it in the Epson, 4875, whatever that number is, and I get it to Athene, new business, and a week goes by. No. 2 weeks go by. It doesn't pop up in my book of business. 3 weeks go by. I call the company. Where is this? You didn't send us anything. I called David. David said, look in your drafts. I never hit the send button. You can make huge mistakes in annuity, but I can laugh about it. If I lost that deal, I'd be fine.